If you're an Amazon seller that's looking to ramp up your sales before the year ends, then stick with me because in this video, I'm going to be telling you, based on research, the top 10 product categories you should explore in order to reach those Q3 and Q4 sales goals. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so real quick, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ian Smith and I run an Amazon marketing agency called Evolve Media Agency. At EMA, we help sellers rank higher organically and build successful brands on Amazon. We help sellers boost up their product detail pages conversion rates using incredible product photos and videos that persuade shoppers better than the competition does. So if you want to increase the conversion rates of your Amazon product pages, then book a free consulting call with me by going to emaamz.com. We also have a free Amazon listing checklist on that page that can help you optimize your product listing on your very own. Okay, so now let's get into this video focusing on the most profitable product categories to sell on Amazon. Now, according to eMarketer, Statista, and Business Insider, the top 10 top-selling product categories on Amazon are electronics, computers, beauty, fashion, books, furniture, food and beverage, pet products, toys, and office equipment. But before you start looking for these products to sell, there are a lot of other factors you need to consider. You need to look closely at the competition and the demand, and also have a clear understanding of the consumers who are buying within that category so you can best market to them. I actually have a separate video specifically talking about all the things to consider when finding the ideal product to sell. It's called Amazon Product Checklist for 2022. So if you search product checklist on my channel, then you'll find it there. Now for the rest of this video, I'm gonna dig a little deeper into those top product categories to help you choose the best category to get into and how to do your research. So here are the 10 questions you should ask yourself when deciding on the best money-making category to sell in. Question number 1, what products are in high demand? Knowing what products shoppers are searching for the most will tell you if that product will sell or just sit in a warehouse. You can find these products by looking at Google Trends, consumer trend reports, and of course, a good Amazon keyword scouting software like Helium 10's Magnet tool. Question number 2, how much competition is there and who are they? Is this a product or category that's oversaturated in your marketplace? Are they well-known brands with a lot of money to invest in ads? Are their listings and content lacking, and is there a lot of room for improvement? These questions will help you determine if there are more opportunities or if you'll have little to no chance of competing in that space. You can look at the customers also bought / viewed, section and frequently bought together sections to gauge the interest of your potential customers and shopping patterns. Also, check out the consider a similar item section and you might also like section on Amazon to analyze the competing products in that category. Question number 3, is the product already listed on Amazon? You can look for exact products using UPC barcodes for North America and GTIN barcodes for outside of the US. I highly recommend you use tools like ZonGuru or Jungle Scout to perform competitor research so you can determine if there's a chance to outsell the competition before you invest and buy up a bunch of inventory. Once you fully understand the competition that you're up against, you'll have a better idea of what the benchmark is and how to best beat them. Question number 4, is the product popular on Amazon? If the product you want to sell is already selling big on Amazon, that can be good news or bad news. Without having a unique value proposition that can outsell the competition, you'll most likely have a very hard time competing with them since you're late to the game. Make sure to look at the sales ranking for every item. You'll find this under the product details. For example, you might see number 32 in health and household, which tells you the competition is already winning in that category. Question number 5, is it a financially viable product? Now this is very important, especially if you're a new seller investing in Amazon products for the first time. I highly recommend considering products that are priced at $30 or less to take advantage of the impulse shoppers. Changes in the economy, the season, and manufacturing costs also play a role in pricing your products right, so so consider those factors when determining your price. The most common strategy for sellers who are just starting out is to look for items that can sell for triple what you paid for them. This 3x rule typically yields a 100% ROAS after all of Amazon's fees. To stay competitive, check your competitors' prices regularly and have coupons on your listings as often as possible to make your product more appealing to consumers. Question number 6, is the item fragile? Amazon has strict packaging and preparation requirements. It's important to look at this closely for every product and every product category you're exploring. There are a ton of hidden packing and shipping costs that you need to consider before settling on a product. Things like product size, weight, and box dimensions all impact your storage, fulfillment, and shipping costs. Also, choosing to sell a fragile item will likely result in more breakage during shipping, which means more returns and unhappy customers for you. I really don't recommend items that can break easily or that are complicated to pack. Question number 7, is it a seasonal product? I talked about this in the first point and also in my Amazon research checklist video, which I'll link to in the description below, but some products outperform others around holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, the New Year, or back to school. But unfortunately, this profitable time can be very short-lived, so I'm not a huge fan of it. Products like jewelry, kids' toys, and popular gift items perform much better during the last quarter of the year because of the gift-giving holidays. So make sure that you consider the seasons and if your product is strictly seasonal or if it has consumer demand all year round. If you're a new seller entering the market, you need to evaluate all of this before you decide on a product category, and I highly recommend not choosing a seasonal item to start with. You'll find out when you watch that product checklist video that I have that I'm a huge fan of consumable products because this gets customers to buy from you over and over and over on a monthly basis. You want to be able to sell to that customer over and over that same product or have a wide lineup of products to be able to cross-sell them. But ideally, you want that product to be consumable and just have them buy that same thing over and over and over. This is going to give you the highest lifetime value that you can possibly get on that customer. Question number 8, are the product reviews genuine? This is more of a cautionary tip when doing product and product category research. So before you jump into selling a product because the competition has thousands upon thousands of reviews, keep in mind that sellers often manipulate product reviews and ratings. Not all of them are genuine, so you need to take them with a grain of salt. This review manipulation is extremely common for products in the beauty and fashion categories, so beware. Take a good look at several similar products and determine whether or not that product gets consistent, honest feedback. Number 9, are you in it for the long haul? Selling on Amazon can be a tough business, especially in the beginning. Getting your product to rank and bring in the revenue you want means you have to continually improve your listings, targeting, ad campaigns, and monitor your product often, as soon as it goes live. You have to consider how you will promote your listing. Always be thinking of new product listing optimization strategies to test and constantly improve how you communicate your product's benefits and perceived value. The good news is that you don't have to do it all alone. There are numerous seller tools and agencies like ours that can help you out. You can also book a free consulting call with me by visiting emaamz.com so we can discuss ideas and strategies for how to help you launch right the first time. A lot of these big Amazon sellers have teams and outsource most of their tasks, so definitely reach out to me and my team if you want to build a successful Amazon brand and sell more products out the gate. And question number 10 that you should be asking yourself is there any bias in your assessments? I know we are all biased. It's hard not to be, but you need to try as hard as possible to evaluate product categories and your research without being subjective or emotional. Don't become attached to products so that you're holding on to them because you like using the product yourself or maybe they did well in the past. If the current evaluation says otherwise, do yourself a favor and find another product. All right, so those are the 10 questions you need to ask yourself when you're choosing a product or a product category to sell in. Before I wrap up this video, I mentioned at the beginning that I was going to share some growing product categories and forecasts. The first one is from eMarketer. These guys offer transparently sourced and vetted data from thousands of sources. eMarketer predicts the greatest rise in sales for the rest of 2022 will be for essential goods, books, fashion, beauty products, pet products, and furniture. They also mentioned that computer and consumer electronics will account for 26% of sales in all of 2022. The second forecast is from Statista. They also confirmed that electronic products would account for roughly 28.3% of sales in 2022. According to their research, the electronics, fashion, and apparel product categories would maintain similar margins up until 2027, without online sales surpassing offline sales by 2025. Now, if you liked this video and found it helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification buttons so you don't miss out on valuable Amazon seller tips like these. Also, your free Amazon listing checklist is listed in the description section below, as well as at our website, emaamz.com, so go get access now. This checklist is completely free and we update it regularly. It's organized into categories that you can reference to optimize your listing if you're more of a do-it-yourself type of seller. And if you're not, make sure to book a free strategy call with me by going to emaamz.com. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.